So let's get started. Where are you starting and why?
I'm gonna. What do you mean, like in the terms of
Oh,
like how I
camp.
would
Which
play the
camp?
game?
Like level the
Camp.
first camp. Yeah.
I would start red, and I started red because the guy I was playing with, I was duo queued, and so previously his past games, he was low-key popping off on Riven. So I thought if I sit in his lane, like for first gank, uh, like getting him fed would probably be like really advantageous
Yeah. Okay. Solid
rather
plan.
than an ADC.
Yeah. Solid plan. Solid plan. There's more we could talk about, but I don't think we need to unless you want to. We could just play if you're. It's up to you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just play and see.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And let's look at you. Nunu. So right now, the only weakness is the tri brush. You see that tri brush? Your tri brush.
This one? Or this one?
This one, yeah. No, they could be there. No one knows.
Okay.
Okay. So if
You
you
want
wanted,
this to stay up?
if you wanted to defend, okay, pause for a sec. Like, so if you wanted to defend, is that your ward? I think that's your ward, right? In the river.
Yes.
So that's good. Or I would recommend putting it not that far out, because if you put it over there and they ran from base, they could see that you ordered it. So like, you know, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, go.
Okay. Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
put it right here.
They put it in your
Yeah.
side, so they wouldn't actually see that it's ordered. So if they have sweeper or if they want to invade, they wouldn't know that they're spotted, right? This way, they know that they cannot come this way if they see the ward. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, it's a good ward if you just place it a little down. But after you do that, then you want to stand on the tri brush. You see the tri brush?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, if no one's in your tri, because your bot lane wasn't doing anything. So it's only you and Yasuo, I think, were on the map at the time. So you stand, you can
Just
cover
didn't even
both
leave.
places. Yeah. You can cover both spots if you use one ward and use your body as the other ward. But
Okay.
it's just a small issue. Nothing bad happened this game because nothing bad happened. But in some games they could have already been invading you through the tri brush in this game. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, stop pressing tab. If you press tab, it like resets.
Yeah, I realized.
Okay. So I'm guessing you're gonna do red Krugs Raptors at the very least, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Why does it keep switching off?
Not if you don't control it manually. So you can manually control it by like clicking on your mouse, the left click. You can hold where you want to look. Yeah. I recommend you look where you would normally look, as if you're playing the game. So I don't actually know where the replay doesn't actually tell me where you're looking, right? But as you're playing the game, like kind of look where you normally would look.
When I look on the I don't really like look
Okay,
away
pause
like
right,
that.
Pause right now. Pause. Okay, sorry. What were you saying?
When I look like on the map, I don't really like look in like this, moving my entire camera. I just look at the heads, and I look at my teammates' HP to see who's like struggling or not.
Are you saying you don't actually move the mouse to the spot?
No.
You're only looking at the mini map. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay, so it's a good start, but do you know the benefits of actually looking? Like,
yeah, you can see the wave, how pushed up the wave is, like, and all that.
yeah, and you can also see like the enemy's HP, right? Right now, you don't know what's their HP right now or mana, right?
Yeah.
I know it's kind of hard with Nunu because when you press your W, it's kind of hard to move the actual camera. Like, you can't.
Yeah,
actually,
it locks the camera.
Yeah, but there is a way. Like you press W and then you can use your F keys. I don't know if you use your F keys.
F1, F2, F3.
Yeah, so if you do that, you can actually move the camera while Nunu is in his W. I mean, it is kind of hard to do, but that is. I mean, I see you're like a Nunu main, so that would be something to practice. because like I said, yeah, you want to see their HP, you want to see their mana, you also might want to see their cooldowns, right? So well, let's look at mid right now with the camera. Look at mid. So maybe we want to know about Yon's Q. Like if Yon, how many stacks does he have, or did he use his Q like to go into Yasuo or something? Because then his Q is the main way he can avoid ganks from you, right? So if you see that he used his Q, then it's pretty good idea to try a gank there, or that's just an example.
But
like,
I mean, it has a really fast cooldown as well, and he could just E as well.
That's true. I mean, he doesn't actually get him out, right? It'll buy him time, but he has to.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you might miss your.
I don't know. I feel like.
No, I'm just using an example. Yeah, Yon's not the best example. Like, well, maybe like Fizz. Okay, if Fizz uses his E, that's a better example, right?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real champion in this game. That's a good example. So,
Fizz is gay. Like every single time I try to gank Fizz, I always end up dying. So I just avoid ganking mid lane if there's a Fizz.
Yeah, I know. But for example, if you were looking and then you actually saw that he used his E, then you wouldn't have to worry about it when you go for ganking.
True.
Right? Yeah. So that's just some benefits of actually moving.
Is there a way to get a bird's eye view?
What does that mean? Or what do you mean by that?
Like you know how like in like tournaments they stream, but like you can see like farther up from the sky, you can see the entire map.
Oh no, that's just that's a special effect for like pro games, I think.
Oh, okay.
No. But pause here. So what are you going? You're in bot lane, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. Well, looks doable. The problem is I think this area is really low HP. Okay, yeah, looks doable. Very nice. Very nice one. So here you should recall. Do you know why? Oh, okay, yeah.
Because gold, and then I just go top.
Yeah.
I actually kind of trolled in the beginning. And I was like building towards Hex Tech, and I was like, wait, I'm running tank, and I was like, wait, I should probably like
Go
and
tank.
so like I sold my my components.
Are you going
the
tank or
Sunfire.
AP? Oh,
I'm going tank,
okay. I see.
which is kind of troll because like I could just build AP and then branch into tank, same difference.
Yeah. But I like tank too because your team's heavy on damage anyways. You are lacking in AP though in your team, but I mean tank still does some AP damage, right?
It's rare, barely like. Yeah, it's horrible.
No, I know, but it's some. That's like if they're gonna stack armor, so yeah, at least your whatever little AP you have will go through. Look at top, and again. So at least I have it. I'm trying to teach you just move your camera. You gotta be looking at stuff. Okay, I mean. Very nice. Oh. Almost nice. Didn't I? Okay, that's fine.
I don't know why I backed here, not gonna lie.
You cancel. I think you're waiting for W. I don't know if you have W yet.
Yeah.
That's still good because he just came back to lane, I believe. Oh no, he didn't actually. He just
No, he didn't back at all. Yeah.
It's not that good, but I mean, still good. Here you can actually help her push, I think, because what are you gonna do down here?
Oh, okay.
Because she really wants to. She needs it push, right? She wants to back, so you could help her. Oh, and you don't really have much to do. Where are you going here?
I think I
Dragon?
was going for drag.
Okay. If you want to do dragon, usually you want a sweeper or a pink cord. So you don't have either.
Pink ward is which one?
Oh, the control word, sorry. The red one. It looks like you were just checking, right? So that's fine.
I realized that Belbeth took my jungle here.
Mhm. You looking at bot? Do you look at bot at all? Oh, okay. That looks like a kill, right? Okay, no. Nice. Yeah, you also do want to push this. So. You kind of want to push that if you can. Because
Would it be better to get drag though, because that way like the okay, I see. If you push it, then the bot lane has to deal with the wave at the tower.
Yeah, and then Zeri has nothing to do, but actually she does. She'll come help you with the dragon anyways, right? So. Yeah.
Okay.
And right now, see all those minions. They're just killing the enemy minions. No one's actually getting those CS. It's all gone. It's all gone.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, dragon's a good call too. I mean, but I think push into dragon would be better. And see, it's the problem here. He has his Q. Oh, okay, you guys got it.
Well, yeah, I realized I messed up there. I should have like not done that.
Nice try, I mean, but yeah. He wouldn't walk there unless he's going to ward, right? So yeah, he's not actually going to go in the bush.
Yeah. Would you have like kept ganking like other lanes or just cleared your camps?
Well, the Nunu is like different from other junglers, so Nunu is like ganking machine. Well, I thought Riven was recalling, and then I mean she's your duo, right? So since she stopped recalling, then yeah, you're correct to go try out there.
And also, like, how do you deal with tilted teammates? Like,
Usually don't even play with chat on, but I mean that's personal preference. But I do recommend no chat. I mean, some depends how try hard you want to be.
but okay, so like they're tilted, like you could like that they're just like running it down from the start, like before even.
Oh right,
the
then you
game
just
started,
lose.
like,
I mean, you can't. You're not gonna win with a teammate running it down, right? You just deal with it, like move on. You know, it's like not, what do you call it? One game is not important. It's after you play 10 games. You know, after you play 100 games, that's what's important. If you have that mindset, like okay, one guy goes right down. All right, fine, this game's a loss, whatever. You know, just wait for the next one.
okay.
But that's if they're really running it down, right? Some people, they might look like they're running it down, but they're just like bad. I wouldn't count that as running it down.
She died right there. I was like, I was about to tell her in chat, why'd you make the trade even?
Yeah, but I mean, it's better not to because it doesn't actually like. Well, she's your duo, so you could, but
Yeah.
Yeah, ideally you talk about it after the game. It's a little better. But, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I restrained myself. I was actually
Yeah, I mean,
preventing me
since
from
it's your duo,
grabbing $1,000 on the street. You know,
you know.
I was itching.
So let's go back. Can you replay? You see the rewind button? There's a yeah, click that once, maybe twice, I think. Okay, yeah, here's good. So pause here. Look at bot lane and mid lane for a sec.
I realized that bot was gone, so I felt like if I ran towards the tri-bush, Zyra probably would have queued me.
No, yeah. So the thing is, why you shouldn't even be here in the first place, right? Because
yeah,
Velvet died at Rift. I mean, a long time ago, or at least maybe a minute ago, or I think around a minute or more ago. But chances are, if she usually people don't go back to the same spot unless there's a good reason to. But you already took Rift, so that reason's gone, right? And look at Garen. Garen's pushing, so I mean, no Riven. There's no Riven to kill top, right? There's not much reason for Bel'Veth to be top, so you can just it's not guaranteed, but you use your kind of your intuition. Where would Bel'Veth be? Is it most likely she's here? And your intuition about bot lane is probably correct. I would think that they're right down there too. So the correct play is just to not even be here in the first place. If you're scared of Bel'Veth, which it looks like you kind of are. Well, obviously mostly because her bot lane's going to get here first, right? Even if your bot lane moves, her bot lane will be here first. So you got to respect who will come here first. Even Yone can get here before Yasuo, right? If everyone moves, the enemy gets here first. So you got to make the calculation before you decide to do something. In this case, it just doesn't add up. You just go. True. You should have just not been here. Yeah.
I just wanted to steal her gromp, you know.
I know, but it's good to be aggressive, but you gotta calculate what's gonna happen if where would Bel'Veth be? What's gonna happen if she shows up? And you already made the other calculation. Well, if Bel'Veth shows up, you're fine 1v1, right? I think you're fine 1v1, but you're afraid that there is the bot lane coming too, which you rightly should be. But you should have been afraid before even attempting this in the first place. So if you were afraid even before it, you wouldn't have even gone here. That makes sense. Yeah.
Facts.
And it would save your flash. I don't think you die. You might die if you get rooted, but I don't think you die here. But you lose your flash, which is important. And not only do you lose the flash, you lose your time, right? All this time is spent. You got nothing. You could have been doing the red buff. You could have been doing the Krugs, right?
True. Okay.
And then you could be on your way for another gank after that. Maybe top. Top looks kind of good. I mean, you can still go top now. But the problem going top now is you didn't do your red and Krugs, right? You kind of want to do those. So now, it's kind of weird, this thing you're doing here.
My Zeri was kind of running it down the entire game.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call this...
Well, not running it down.
Yeah, she's just bad.
Yeah.
Well, when teammates are bad, that's a different question. When you it's
the
different
thing about
from
running tank Nunu. The thing about running tank Nunu is that with no AP, I didn't build AP at all because I wanted to be really tanky for my team.
Yeah.
So to be a good frontliner. The thing about doing that is you do no damage at all.
I know.
And
it's
when your ADC is bad.
I know. But the lucky thing is your team is triple threat. You have Yasuo and Riven. You don't need your ADC to actually do damage. I think tank is fine. Tank's especially fine in this game because the enemy is heavy AD, so you can just stack armor and be mostly fine. I mean, yeah, Zyra's gonna hurt, but you're mostly fine.
That was the best play she made of the entire game.
Which is good. Ain't too fair, but it's good.
I do dragon here because bot lane's dead, and I assumed Bel'Veth was top.
Fair assumption. I mean, because just like before, right? You just fought bot before, the Gromp, so there's a good chance she's top. I mean, I don't actually know where she is right now, but yeah, you make assumptions. She could be here, but even if she's here, you have Tarek. I mean, he's no mana, so he's actually kind of useless.
Turret plating will soon fall.
So here you could be taking her blue. You would like look at Yasuo. Look at Yasuo. You see he has no blue, right? So there's a good chance that Bel'Veth's blue is up. And you don't, because you don't actually know if that blue is there. But
sure.
since I don't see. Does this work? I don't think this works. But since maybe well, yeah.
Was a light in.
The reason I don't think this works is okay. I get called. I don't play Nunu, but I mean I play a little bit, but not that much. So it's not gonna work because you're just 1v2. It's simple math. Like it's nothing to do with mechanics or anything. It's just you're going into a 1v2. You have to be a strong damaging champion, like a strong kind of carry to be able to 1v2. If you're AP, I think that works out, and you land like if you're AP, I think that works out. But because you're tank, it's just not gonna work out.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're AP, I think it might not work out if like she roots you and you miss your snowball. And
I did it in the sense like thinking that like maybe my bot will get here by the time, and I didn't I miscalculated the amount of time it's gonna take them to come over.
And at the same time, you wasted time bot. I think again when you could have taken Bel'Veth's blue and raw, like
Garen is a busted champ. I ban him every single game after that. After this game, I've been banning him. Even
he's a good ban. Especially if your duo likes to play Ruben. Garen's pretty strong.
I think Garen is the only champ I struggle with in the entire game.
Oh, well, I'm surprised. Well, you play Nunu. Garen's not really a problem for Nunu. He's more of a problem. He's definitely a problem for Ruben.
What? Not a problem.
He's strong. He's probably one of the strongest. I mean, for low elo.
He cancels Nunu's ult, and if Nunu's ulting, he just Qs. I've never like completely killed the Garen with my ult because they have so much defense.
Well, the thing is, you're not supposed to kill Garen. Nunu is not supposed to kill Garen. That's not your job. You have yeah. Okay. I'm wondering why you don't go for Scuttle. Oh, okay, maybe not. Like, this is not important. I mean, I get. Is this first tower? No, it's not even first tower. This is not important. Just take Scuttle. So yeah, I think early on you asked me like, should you be ganking or taking the camps? Well, I mean, usually you want to be ganking, but it depends on the game state. Like, so right now there's I don't think there is a gank. If there isn't a real like a reliable gank, then just take the camp or something. I mean, you took it at the end.
Yeah, I don't know how my ult
I'm sorry, what?
I didn't let go of it. I don't know why my ult canceled. I didn't let go of it. Like,
go back.
Here,
You got knocked out through fog of war. All that stuff.
Oh.
But if you look at it, you don't have your team nearby really, so you shouldn't really be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just shouldn't really be there. So I'm assuming you play both tank and AP Nunu, right?
Yeah.
So you got know the differences, right? So when you're playing tank, you rarely solo people. So
True.
when you go in, you make sure your teammates like somewhat nearby to follow you.
I mean, the Riven was nearby ever since like the Bel'Veth.
No, go back. She was not. Oh, she's near, but not near enough. If that makes sense. So let's see right here. Okay, pause it right here. Like, look at where they are. How long will it take them? At least like 5 seconds or more, right? There's a Yone to stop them a little bit too. Like it'll take by the time they get here. This is a good way to judge it. So should you engage? You should only engage if your teammates will be nearby after you land your CC. So you have what 3 CC, right? You have your W. I mean that's gonna wear out pretty soon after you engage. And then you have your E, which takes a while, and you have your R, which also takes a while. So you want to imagine, can you keep them there for long enough for your team? Because imagine let's imagine the enemy is actually weaker than you, and they want to run away. Well, they can run away after you burn everything, and then your teammates get there, and then your team. What are your teammates gonna do? They can't actually like fight because the enemy just runs away, right? So when you fight, you want to be at the perfect time. Like you hit them right when your teammates are about to arrive. So I would say your teammates have to be like, you see that red flag on the left.
Yes.
That flag. They need to be like somewhere there by the time you land your engage. So you're not even close. They're like double the distance of where they actually need to be when you land your stuff.
Okay.
Because as you see, right, you just have to run away, or they could run away too, right? And then by the time that what happens, then your team can't do anything. They just don't have the distance to actually do anything. And this is more important for tanks. If you're playing AP Nunu, it's less important because you might be able to just kill them yourself, with your damage, or at least get them really low that you force them to run away, which is good. But as tank Nunu, there's not really a point unless you have your damage. It's tanks in general, not just Nunu. Like tanks,
Sure.
I want to fight. They're there to keep the enemy occupied for your actual damage to do their job.
Dr. Mundo is
No, he's not really a tank. I mean, he's tanky. Yeah, I think he's more like a fighter kind of, like a bruiser kind of guy.
Really? You wouldn't say a 12k HP Dr. Mundo isn't a tank?
No, because he gets it. He's threatening because of his damage, right? Like otherwise you would just ignore him. Like but like a tank Nunu, he's threatening because you're gonna lock them up. They can't move. They actually can't move. But Mundo, you can ignore him if he doesn't do damage. So yeah, that's the difference.
It's actually busted how they make that champ percent max health damage.
Yeah.
3-second cooldown Q that slows for 2 seconds.
Yeah. Like this is better. See, when you're here, right? Zeri's right there, right? So they have to run away or die or both, right? Yeah. He missed the Terracle, I think. But yeah, that one was better. Your team's actually there.
Like, how do you deal with like a split pushing Garen? And like, I do no damage to him, and like,
it's not really your job to do it.
Look at that.
It's not your job. I mean, you're not gonna be able to deal with everything that comes your way especially as like I said, it's not your job to deal with Garen. Even in team fights you can like kind of like slow him down, but you're not gonna kill him. Your job is to just hover because you get like hover lanes because you like Riven's top and Zeri mid, then you stay around top and mid because if there's a fight top you go top with your W. If there's a fight mid you go you can go anywhere really fast with your W. That's kind of your job. You're not the it's like Riven's or Yasuo's job to deal with Garen really, or even Zeri can maybe. But you can deal with, like, you can stop him from pushing. He can't actually kill you either, but you can't kill him. It's kind of like that. But your strengths are in your mobility. It's better for you to actually just be off the map and ready to go anywhere at any time, rather than actually just trying to stop Garen in the top side.
Because when I was attacking him under turret over here on the tier 3, like, he just kept attacking it. I did no damage, so he just...
No, yeah, your job is to clear the minions. Don't let the minions actually get to the turret.
Oh.
You don't hit Garen. That's how it works. Because if there's no minions, Garen can't actually come, right?
Okay.
So... yeah, you have the right idea, but your team doesn't. So, you can try a bit. I mean, since you're tanky, you don't lose that much health, and then they do come. Okay.
Oh yeah, I did it. Like, I've been playing Nunu for a while, and I've realized that if you have at least one item on Nunu, and you have both Smite ult up, you can solo the Baron at level 10.
It probably just take you a long time, though, right? Like, I mean, even
like
this is somewhat long. I mean, you have
40
your team
seconds
here,
to
yeah.
a minute.
Yeah,
Cause your Q does like 1,200, then 2 smites and your ult. The ult doesn't do that much because it has reduced damage, but if I stayed to like help him, I probably would have died as well. So I just backed off.
I don't know if you die. You know, it's really hard to kill Nunu. I mean, you probably do know that, right? It's really hard to kill Nunu.
Yeah,
Um,
but I had cooldowns as well, so the
okay.
only thing I was gonna be able to do was auto.
There's also a concept where you try to just threaten them off, but you're not actually looking to fight. You know, like you just show your body, and they'll be like, "Oh, there's a Nunu here. Maybe we should back off." You're not actually like looking to do anything.
Gonna fight, yeah.
Yeah. And then when they do fight you, you just run topside, right? You have Riven there, or you can just go through mid, right? And once you get your W going, you're out. So you don't actually W into them because, like I said, you're not actually looking to fight. You're just looking to get Tarek out. Yeah.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I feel like I was really useless here because like their entire team was like splitting up and like getting all our turrets, and I just like was trying to like chase to like stop them.
I mean,
But I
where are
really
you struggling?
don't
Right now,
really
you've been
leave.
doing fine. So let me know, like, at a point where you think
Okay.
you're struggling. Right now, it's looking fine to me so far. Other than the mid game things I pointed out, or you shouldn't have gone for the Gromp, or I forgot there was one more. But I forgot what it was.
He flashed.
Yeah,
which
like
was-
that's what I'm saying. Like even you're not gonna kill him actually, right? But sometimes they don't. The enemy doesn't know.
yeah.
They don't know exactly what.
He could have actually probably killed me. If nobody was there.
I mean, you would be able to skip too. Like I don't think either of you kill.
Yeah,
either.
no, yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Not so close.
Kind of fucked it though. Look at this. He just gets away.
yeah. I mean, Garen's not the guy. It's you're supposed to keep on Caitlyn, but I think she flashed. Go back. Let's see. Go back. Garen's not really the guy you want. I'll go back to before. How did Caitlyn get out? She played flash. Okay, that's not. Yeah, your problem is letting her get that far. She just walked. She didn't even flash. So you ran backwards when you're supposed to. Why did you run backwards? Like, I mean, I think you wanted to push. So they
I
could
probably
see.
didn't think.
Yeah, you just got. I see what
Yeah,
you were
positioning.
thinking. You were trying to like hit Garen and Caitlyn, and hide your R in the bush. But
Yeah.
then you saw Caitlyn simply just walks out. Then if you have to stick on her in melee
Yeah.
range, just always be on Caitlyn the whole time. But I mean, I think Garen still gets the kill, but I think there's a good chance you get Caitlyn. But again, your job is not really to deal with the Garen. So I mean, if you can hit him, if there's nothing else to do, fine, hit him or heal him. You know, if he's on in your important carry. But sometimes you can't heal him. I mean, it depends on the situation. His W gives him tenacity. You know, his Q gives him movement speed. A lot of them like Ghost. You know, sometimes you just can't feel the Garen. It is what it is.
When I saw that play of hers, I was kind of like baffled and like how you should just like walk inside of them instead of just like ranging them.
Yeah.
That was definitely like a quadra kill for her right there.
I mean, she's already shown that she's not that good. I mean, 10 deaths, but your other team, everyone else is doing fine. So, you know, mostly like just ignore her for the most part and like try to help your Riven and Yasuo do stuff. You know.
I think I surrendered this dragon, although it was for soul because
Yeah, you don't have.
I don't think I was gonna steal it, and I didn't think it was worth.
Is there a Blastcon? I think there's no Blastcon, right? Is there? No, I'm pretty sure that's not Blastcon. Okay. If there's a Blastcon, I think you should try to steal it. 'Cause You got consumed.
Plus,
tonight.
Karen was probably just gonna silence me. So
You can still wait. You can still smite on silence, right? I'm pretty sure you can.
no, you
You
can't.
can't smite.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I've tried before and it just doesn't work. No, because you can't flash when you're silent, so I'm guessing you can't.
Smite. I actually don't know, but smite seem to be like a special case. You might be right.
Oh, okay. No, like right here, I'm kind of lost because I don't really know what to do. I was like, I was debating on whether getting my blue camp.
I know we've done blue.
Right.
Well, it's based on your teammates. So go back. I'll show you why. Like, go back maybe once or twice. Yes. Where are you? Okay. So like here, pause right here. So, well, what have we noticed so far? Well, Riven is down there with I think Yon. Yon is bot with.
Entire team is up here.
Your entire team's here, but Garen recalled, right? So. Basically, there's 3 people left, right? Belveth and bot lane, and they seem to be around mid. Where bot lane is, I don't know where Belveth is, but bot lane is at least mid, right? So what you should be looking to do is, can you kill mid? Can you kill the bot lane mid? Which I think you were doing, right? And I think you might have been able to kill them, but I mean, it really depends where's Belveth and where the ward and stuff. But how do you kill mid lane? It's not you. Again, it's not you, right? You're a tank.
Yeah.
You're not killing anyone. So the only way you kill people is where you're damaged. So where are your damage dealers? Yasuo is not interested. I mean, I think rightly so. He wants the top wave. Rightly so. So you only have one damage dealer left, and that's your Zeri. And you know, we already talked about she's not. She hasn't been performing this game. So I would just be like, never mind. I'm just gonna do the Gromp. Just gonna do the Gromp. And that's it, because you don't even know where Belveth is. We actually don't know where she is. She could be anywhere. She could be anywhere. Well, not anywhere, but she's most likely because you have a ward top side and bot side and Riven's there. So like I mean Belveth could be there just trying to gank Riven. So like, you really just don't know where she is. But since they have the ward there, I mostly think that Belveth is not bot side. I mean, because she usually if she's bot, she's either on Wolves bot side or she's top side basically. So most likely Belveth's top side, especially when you see the red buff coming up. So and you already saw Zyra top side, and you already saw Caitlyn. Caitlyn mid, right? So at best you're gonna have a 3v3 if you fight mid, right? It's you, Zeri, and Taric. 3v3, that's not an advantage, and that's relying on your one Zeri, right? Because you and Taric are just 2 tanks. So you're literally relying on Zeri, which we already learned is probably not a good idea. Yeah. So simply just take the Gromp, take the Wolves, and wait for your Yasuo and Riven to be in a fighting position. Right now they're just trying to get some farm, split push, right? So this isn't You already see Zara, and they already see you, right? So you're not really gonna surprise anyone right now. They already he already knows you're here. Like even if you land on her, look at where your team. No one can hit her, right? Even if you. Yeah. I mean, Riven's kind of there, but. Yeah. So sometimes farming is just If you're just farming and chilling, none of this happened. You save your flash. You would have more farm and you would have your flash like once again. And then all this fighting is really unnecessary because you think about 1 for 1. That's not bad. I don't know. You think about I don't really care what happens in this fight because like the way I see this is all just pointless fighting on both teams, to be fair. Because what happens after this fight? Nothing. There's no dragon to fight over. I mean, I think Baron just spawned, but you're fighting for nothing. It's a 3 for 3. Again, I don't really care what happens. If you win, that's good. If you lose, that's bad. But really, you just shouldn't have been fighting. You should just take the farm. If you take the Gromp and the Wolves, that's guaranteed win for you, right? Gromp. So right now it's a 4 for 4. Okay, and okay, 4 for 4. That means it's not good and not bad, right? But what's bad is you didn't get Gromp and Wolves. So this play is worse than a play where nobody dies on both teams, but you get Gromp and Wolves, if that makes sense. So, really small,
I
right?
can do Baron here because I'm him.
You can if he doesn't check. You don't know? Do you have Sweeper?
Nope.
Yeah, you're just lucky. Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, now you can tell if you're not worried. Well, I wouldn't say lucky. You're kind of testing him. Like if Garen moves, like right now he moves, you might want to get off the Baron, right? Because where is Garen now?
Yeah.
He could be.
But I'm big bald, so.
Yeah. He could be like going through your blue and then running out. I guess he's not. So, yeah.
I'm actually the bigger dog, so I kept going for it.
I think you're gonna get it, but I would say it's a lucky one. I would recommend this kind of.
And then I tried ulting here, and I was like, wait, my ult like does like 2 damage or something. Or it's probably not this one, but what's my another one?
I think Garen just recall in your blue or something. Maybe. It's okay. I mean, Zera's doing okay for as much as we're shitting.
Everybody just lost Baron in this right here. I mean, Riven got a tire, but
yeah, let's go back. So I mean, it's okay, but yeah, everyone let Baron Lanes go back. So why are you fighting here again? Go up. Oh, you have Yasuo. Whoa.
I was fighting here because I was trying to.
Oh, you didn't have Yasuo. Yasuo only came at the very end, right?
Yeah, correct.
I don't really. I mean, no, man. I don't really. It's not a bad outcome, but it's. I don't really. It seems like pointless fighting. It's not exactly pointless. Actually, there is a point to that fight. Actually, because this time Riven's pushing, so see, there's a point. There's a point to fighting. You're buying her time to do this. Yeah. Ideally, two of you don't die, right? Yeah, but you know. I think that fight's a little better than the other one, even though it turned out worse, right? It's a 2 for 1. The other fight was 4 for 4, but this fight at least had a point. The other one, it was meaningless.
Yeah, so here I think I do drag. Or maybe not.
Is it up? I can't see. It's up.
It is.
Oh, okay. You're a little too far back, I think, but
Yeah. I fucked up my snowball there as well.
because you were nowhere near dying. Well, Garen does do an XP, but you were like over half HP, so I didn't see you dying anytime soon. You want to play. It's not just for. It's for any role really. You want to play on the edge of death. Like that's ideally like you always want to be playing on the edge of death because that's how you get the most out of everything basically. So you want to go. You want to like. Ideally, you always want to fight and finish the fight at 1 HP. I mean, I know that not realistically that's not going to happen, right? But that's kind of how you want to play.
Yeah. There's no way this guy's doing this much damage to fucking turrets.
No, he does because the Q works on turrets too, and he went AD. He's got a good amount of AD in his head.
Look at this. He just gets away as well.
Yeah.
He actually probably has more HP than I do.
Does he? I don't think he does.
He does. He has 600 more HP than I do.
Oh, well, he's level 18.
And he has more armor.
Well, the
more
whole breaker is giving him extra, right? Because he's alone right now. So
I might be playing the wrong champion. Not gonna lie.
Garen can't jungle, so
Yeah. He's literally like 1v5 as well.
But it's not. No, it's not like really one because he's not actually fighting, right? He's running. He's running. So yeah. You'll never catch him really. Yeah. What are you doing up there? You
I'm going crazy right now.
Fight Caitlyn? Is bugged or okay. So you should not be doing this because, like, again, you don't kill. You should be taking the wave right there, the top wave right there. Yeah, you should take that. So you gotta play. This is late game. I mean, it's been late game for like it's 20 minutes since when like late game starts. You want to. There's several things you want to do in late game, right? Most of the time it's like Dragon Barons, and then towers. But like, how do you do dragons, barons, and how do you get towers? That's by getting your waves pushed. It's better to have your waves pushed in the late game, in most of the time, like I believe 90-something% of the time. So, since nobody was top lane, right? Then it's
push it.
Yeah, like it's still nobody's top lane. Well, I mean Yasuo's coming. If Yasuo, or I don't know what they're doing. They're just sitting there. Yeah. You guys are defending right now, so. Remember when you push, try not to use your W because if there's a fight mid, you just W mid and you get there pretty fast.
Okay.
So yeah, I would.
Here I'm kind of undecisive of who I should
remember
go
we
for.
said Garen's not really worth it, right? But Caitlyn, yes, Caitlyn.
Yeah.
I feel like we could have just ran down that ult, but she already used her E. It looks like you don't need your ult. Yeah, see how you could you were just topside and it doesn't take you that long to get mid. Like this is kind of what you should be doing. And once you kill them, like yeah, they're kind of annoying being they're running around like flies. But you're starting to get kills on them, right? Like 3 of them died, only 1 of them died. Like eventually you play the macro game well enough that they're gonna crack. Like they're gonna crack. Like they seem to be cracking right now. I mean even still.
Fucking Zeri had tunnel vision here.
Yeah.
I mean, I had tunnel vision as well, but it was for a good reason. Look, right here.
No, well, you can't go on your because you don't eat anyway, so you can't actually like stop them here anyways. So it's fine to go for here.
She probably could have like lasted a little longer though, especially since she was way stronger than him.
I don't know. She got hit though. She got hit by his ult, so then everything else hits. I'm not sure. But I mean, still good. That's 2 for 4. I mean, you're down, but you just keep playing. I mean, these barons are really helping, so that's good. I don't think you're supposed to get these. But, oh yeah, you're warrior. Okay, so they're coming now, right? How fast do you do this? Not fast enough.
I think this fight right here might have lost us the game.
Well, as you see, no, you're fine. As you see, that would have been a bad fight because your Riven and Yasuo were mid, right? So your damage is not there. So make sure your damage is there. Most of the time. And the exceptions are like the really free kills. Like Caitlyn was alone topside. Like yeah, you can kill her, but you can solo her, Caitlyn. But most of the time you want to look at where your damage is.
So what do you think? Should you gank a losing lane to like try and get them back in the game?
Usually not, but if you can, then I would if you can, right? But most of the time you can. It depends how if that makes sense. Like because they're losing. Does it let's say Garen's like 3-0 versus 0-3 Riven? Like probably not, because Garen could probably just 1-2 you. So it depends on how it looks. Yeah. But most of the time, no, because even if you do get the kill, a lot of times it doesn't matter. Like let's say you get your Riven, she's 1-3 now instead of 0-3. How does that help you win the game? You're still losing top. Like she's still getting screwed up there as 1-3, right? When you could have been winning the game, maybe bot side. I'm not saying this game, obviously, like that wasn't the case, but this game it didn't look like the case, right? No one was really losing lane this game. So, but yeah, if you're asking hypothetically,
Just the Garen. I feel like the Garen was their one condition. Not gonna lie.
but he didn't actually win lane. And even right now, he's not winning, right? Press X. You press X
X. Yeah.
on your keyboard. Oh, you have something else.
I'm pressing it.
Okay, I mean, but like, okay, well, he's max build, right? Riven's max build minus she has a Dirk, right? I mean, he's ahead, but he's not like. It's not like. I think you think he's the issue because
They got an Elder here. I don't know what I was doing.
Hey, let's go back. How did that? How
I think
did
I was chasing for Garen.
That's the problem. You've chased him like not just you, but your team. You're just You're not supposed to chase Garen. You're not supposed to care about Garen. Like yeah, that's your. I mean, well, you are down in hips too, so this is somewhat hard.
Shut down.
Yeah, you're not supposed to chase Garen. I mean, especially as Nunu, it applies not only to Garen, it applies to most top laner bruisers. Like if Riven wasn't on the enemy team, you don't chase Riven either. Right? Like if that makes sense. You're not. That's not your job to be chasing the fed top laners as Nunu. Even like Alawi's slow, right? But she'll just like 1v3 you if you go like stop her. So
Yeah.
it really is rarely your job to be going like stopping a top laner, especially when they're fed. Well, what are you doing? Waiting for a W spot maybe.
No, I don't think. I think I had to do
Oh,
something.
and you keep going for Garen when it's you could have gone for like I don't think killing. Yeah, this is all just wasted because Garrett, like again, I said his W
He wasn't gonna
gives him
die either.
tenacity, tankiness, his Q, movement speed, right? If you get him low, it doesn't matter because his passive heals him. He'll just heal up and then come back and bother you again. Yeah, I would say that's probably not just you, but your team's mistake of not really knowing how to handle Garen. It's not, you mostly ignore him. I mean, you can't ignore him sometimes, right? When he's taking your towers and stuff, that's when you kind of deal with him. But it's the way you deal with him is you clear the minions, so then you can't actually like be hitting stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not your job. So, which you kind of went top maybe a few too many times, maybe 2 or 3 too many times for Garen. Because think about it, Garen's like their biggest carry, right? He's kind of carrying them. So if you just hold wherever he's pushing, right? I'm not saying you. I really think it should be like Riven or something. If someone just holds him off, don't let him take towers. The other 4 of you win the 4v4 on the other side. And that's all you need. You don't actually have to like fight Garen ever.